What's good? What's good? This made media live. I'm your host, Big D. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all my mods. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trenches News. Shout out to NC, Sharpshooter Judah, man. Everybody that's checking in, man. I appreciate it, man. Make sure before I get started, everybody hit that like, hit that share, and subscribe, man. We're gonna get right into the news. You know what I'm saying? This is pre-recorded, man. So make sure you hit that like button. Let me see. All right. Hopefully everybody having a good day, man. It's a lot been going on. I ain't really been up on YouTube. Look, I've been checking in every now and then. I see that the YNW Melly trial still going on. I've been checking the little highlights. Highlights like it's a goddamn like it's sports or something. That's what people making it seem like on the social media and everything. But I've been keeping up with it, man. I don't know. Shit. I still feel like it ain't really looking too good for him. Seem like they putting a whole lot of stuff like circumstantial evidence out there, but we just have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? It's looking very crazy, man. We also got some other news. We're gonna get right into it. We could start off with some Beyonce news, man. Bad news for her moms, you know what I'm saying? Tina knows, man. Her home was broken into by a burglar, you know what I'm saying? And $1 million in cash and jewelry was took out of her Los Angeles home. This on Vlad TV. We gonna read this article real quick. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Tina knows home broken into by burglars. $1 million in cash and jewelry taken. All right. There go that beautiful lady. According to reports, Beyonce mother Tina Knowles faced some issues with her home as burglars reportedly broke in and took off with a safe. All right, police that spoke with TMZ say the break-in happened at Knowles' estate in Los Angeles. The alleged burglars took off with a safe and reportedly had over $1 million in cash along with jewelry. The burglars was discovered on Wednesday, July 5th. When a person from the team came in the estate and found out the safe was missing. All right, sound like an inside job to me. Knowles was reportedly out of town when the burglars came in and allegedly took the safe, according to TMZ. Police have spoken to neighbors of Knowles, but have no leads of now. All right, the source of that was TMZ. Dang, Tina Knowles. Definitely was an inside job, man. Probably was a worker, probably somebody in there laying carpet, or fixing some, or architect designer. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That was a good lick. Whoever came up with that shit, man. Shit, they hit for $1 million. Shit, run, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. You gotta be careful out there in Los Angeles, man. That's Los Angeles is the home of the motherfucking home invasions out there, man. That motherfuckers are running your house so quick. You feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the building. We're gonna get into some other news, man. That's crazy. All that money that Beyonce got, all the security team and all that still, man. Somebody still get up in that motherfucker, man. All right. All right, here goes some other news, man. This is off an Inside Edition. I seen this. I was like, man, this shit is a trip, man. Former Memphis homicide detective who criticized cops over the Tyree Nichols death is found dead outside his home. All right, this is one of the whistleblowers. Of the Tyree Nichols beating of the Scorpion Five. Who beat him to death. And a former detective was a whistleblower. This was the whistleblower, man. And look, they found him dead outside his home. He was gunned down. You know what I mean? This ain't no street shit. So it's something way deeper, man. That's him. This is off Inside Edition. Retired Memphis homicide detective Mark LeJour was found dead in front of his home Sunday morning. Police have not released the cause of death. But I'm telling you right now, he was shot to death. LaShore had criticized the department over the beaten death of Tyree Nichols. All right. A retired homicide detective with Memphis Police Department was found dead in front of his home Sunday, authorities said. Mark LaShore, 57. He was 57 years old, my bad. Was in the driveway when he got here. Laying face down, his aunt, Rose LaShore Jones, told WREG TV Sunday, whatever it was, he didn't deserve this. He really didn't. He was a good guy, one of the good guys, really. The Memphis Police Department in Tennessee confirmed Tuesday that LaShure's body was found on his front yard. A cause of death has not yet been released. The 24-year veteran officer had been outspoken earlier this year after the death of Tyree Nichols, who died after being beaten by the Memphis police following a traffic stop, authorities said. Human beings, man. That's what happened, he told New York Times. They let their emotions get the best of them. And there was no veteran officer there to stop them. Usually when vets are there, things go differently because we have the experience to say, I understand you're mad, but you got to stop. You can't do this. This isn't right. A coroner ruled Nichols died from blunt force trauma. Body cam video released by the department showed Nichols being chased, kicked, and beaten as he shouted for his mother who lived nearby. It's fucked up. After January beating, the Memphis Police Department announced it had fired 5 officers following an investigation into Nichols' death. A grand jury indicted the 5 officers in February the charges included second-degree murder, aggravated assault, and aggravated kidnapping. Their legal cases are ongoing. LaShore was remembered by friends and family as a kind, devoted community member who mentored young people and encouraged them and his relatives to be better people. All right. RP, you know what I mean, to that OG, man. That's fucked up. I think I have one more thing on that. But yeah, that's crazy. You know, he the whistleblower for the Scorpion 5. You know what I'm saying? It's already rumors coming out that Scorpion 5 helped cover up, you know, some shit as far as the young Dolph death. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, this veteran officer, you know, whatever you want to call it, man, he just ended up dead on the front yard. That was a straight hit. Let me see. And it wasn't the niggas in the hood that did it. Hold on, y'all. I have one more article on that. Here we go. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm reading it off my phone. This is off of the Reddit community, off of white people Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making it up. There you go. All right, I'm about to read this. That's the dude that was just assassinated, you know, who was the whistleblower for the officers. All right. Remember these 5 Memphis officers, police officers? Let me introduce you to the whistleblower, retired Detective Mark LaShore from the same department. He's been on the news several times and very outspoken about the Memphis police force and their handling of the Tyree Nichols incident. LaShore has been found shot to death in his driveway. All right. I'm gonna have to change the title of this, but yeah, man, crazy, right? You know, like I said, I'm not big on conspiracies and shit, but that ain't no conspiracy right there, man. That's clear-cut assassination, man. He was doing a whole bunch of talking, and he was probably gonna let out a whole bunch more. You know, they got a case about to come up, man. They had to get rid of him. He's the whistleblower. You know, he's about to come through and testify, man. But yeah, man, what y'all think about that, man? That shit crazy, right? Shout out to everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? This Made Media Live. I'm your host, Big D. This is pre-recorded, but you know I'm up in the comments with y'all, kicking it with y'all, man. So, you know, go crazy in the comments for me. You know what I mean? Make sure everybody smash that like button. I need some more likes, man. Y'all be doing me dirty on the likes, man. Smash the like. You know what I mean? Hit that share button, subscribe. You feel me? Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into the next story. All right. Well, the next next news thing, man. We got news on another YouTuber, man. Another YouTuber news, man. A YouTuber charged $3 for people to see gruesome autopsy of an 11-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Let's check out this news clip of an 11-year-old boy, man. It's crazy. This is off New Nation. We reacting to the news.
Actually released the photos to her. She had to pay. They released the photos and she got them. And you can just imagine.
Let me start over.
And they actually released the photos to her. She had to pay. They released the photos and she got them. And you can just imagine, based on the description of the way that little boy was killed, what those photos looked like. Zav Girl then proceeded to post them on her Patreon account, which is an account attached to her YouTube page. And she charged her followers money to see the autopsy photos. For $3, you could see little Gannon's body.
For $3, man, that's out of pocket.
She was making money off of that little boy's autopsy photos. Autopsy photos of a severely beaten to death little boy. Really, they just got no place on the internet. It was hard enough for the jury to have to look at them. But for this YouTuber to go to all that trouble to request them, to pay the money, to get them from the government, and not only post them, but then to charge people to see them. I mean, I just find it sick. I question, has Zav Girl ever even been in a courtroom or interviewed a grieving family? That's my issue with some of these YouTubers that cause problems. They hide behind their computers. They don't even use their real names. Like in this case, we don't even know who Zav Girl really is. And if you're so proud of your page, I don't know why people don't just use their real name. And this isn't some video game or TV show you're playing on your computer. This is a real family's life. This morning, Zav Girl, she got a lot of heat for this.
I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? I think that, it's a real thin line, you know what I'm saying, over posting, gruesome stuff, dead bodies and shit like that. Under no circumstances you should ever post no underage child, you know what I'm saying? But stuff do leak to the internet, as we see, with all the drill rappers being killed and etc. I mean, shit, I got some on my page, but yeah, man, I mean, it's a touchy situation. I don't know, man. It's the era we living in, the internet era, you know what I'm saying? My channel ain't monetized, but certain shit I post, I try to not to post every single little thing, but it is what it is, man.
She posted a statement on her YouTube page about the controversy. It was deleted. It's back up now. I screen grabbed it. This is part of it. She wrote, "The reality of the situation is that different people feel differently about this. Some people are genuinely think making a video, including the autopsy photos, is bad, and I respect their opinion and feelings. Other people like myself think of autopsy photos and the coroner discussing, explaining, interesting, and informative, are all able to view it in a more scientific, detached way." Well, Zav Girl, there is nothing detached about posting the autopsy photos of an 11-year-old little boy, and then on top of it, which I really think pushes it over the line, charging money for people to see them. It is sick, it's deranged, and you should just own up to it. Whoever you are, wherever you live, maybe get out from behind your computer screen, go to the local courthouse, and actually sit through a murder trial and see what it's like for the families in real life. Not on YouTube, not sitting behind your computer and thinking about clicks, but actually go to the courthouse and see what these families actually have to deal with. And then think about how it might feel for them after having to see those photos in the courtroom to then have them plastered all over the internet and then be trying to charge people money to view them so you can get rich off of it. It's just awful. I want to bring in District Attorney Michael Allen, who served as the lead prosecutor on Little Gannon's case. Thank you for being with us, Michael.
So we get the point, man. I ain't gonna play the whole thing because it's pretty long, man. What y'all think about that though? Yeah, the niggas said they didn't created a whole Patreon. But then again, World Star, World Star Hip Hop, and even Forbes DVD. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on World Star Hip Hop Heavy and Forbes DVD. More so, World Star Hip Hop used to post shit like that. I think after a while, they even Vlad TV, he still do that. He got like it ain't Patreon. It's another like a subscribe type of thing to get other content, you know. But I mean, shit, I don't know how. My question is, how's you know other bloggers and us, you know, even myself. I know I get it off of Reddit and stuff, but how's we even getting the content to post it like that? You know, how's we getting the kid content now? If you know, but they, you know, just like on the news thing, they said that guy paid for it. You know what I mean? From some type of website. So I mean, I don't know, man. You know, people better be careful, man, doing shit like that because you could get repercussions from off the streets, and you know, it could be legal repercussions. Like as you can see, you know, he posting that little boy. I don't know if it's legally as far as criminal, but for sure it's gonna be a civil suit. But yeah, man, let's get on to something else, man. Let me knock these news things out so I can get off this thing. You know, I got go get a couple things for Coco Melon today. All right. We got some sad news coming out of Alabama, man. Alabama, man. Shout out to Alabama. Rapper Little Heat pronounced dead 6 weeks after ambush shooting by rivals, man. Damn, that's fucked up. RIP Little Heat. Let's see what's going on. On May 7th, around 5 p.m., a popular rapper named Lil Heat was walking down the street near 1500 Avenue L when the multitude of his rivals suddenly approached him before they discharged their firearms in his direction nearly 20 times. The incident left a 21-year-old in critical condition after law enforcement surmised that he was a target of the surprise attack. About a month and a half after the brutal shooting, Lil Heat was pronounced dead at a UAB hospital in Birmingham. The talented young trap rap artist was best known for his single 007, a song that earned him over 6 million views on YouTube. Thus far, no arrests have been made in connection to Lil Heat's murder, man. Yeah, man, we gotta stop killing all the artists, man. We gotta, you know, stop killing each other. Period. You know, RIP Lil Heat, man. It's another one, another sad story. You know what I'm saying? Lil Heat out of Alabama. All right. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the building. Don't forget, smash that like, share this live, subscribe to my page. Also subscribe to my backup page, man. Both are Made Media Magazines. You know what I'm saying? All right, other news. It's crazy right here. Look at OG. Manson Cope. All right. Manson Cope family member Leslie Van Houten, free on parole, moves to undisclosed location. Manson Cope member, all right, damn. After more than 50 years in prison, she served more than 50 years in prison. According to the New York Times, Governor Gavin Newsom, who had previously stopped Van Houten parole efforts, announced last week he would not contest her release in the state Supreme Court. The governor is disappointed by the court's appeal decision to release Ms. Van Houten, but will not pursue further actions as effort to further appeal are unlikely to succeed. The governor's spokesperson said on Tuesday, Van Houten lawyer Nancy, blah, blah, blah. All right, so they letting a serial killer go. Dang, that was her when she first went here. And they'll... August 1969, Van Houten, along with 4 other members of the notorious family cult led by Manson, entered a home at 3301 Waverly Drive in Los Angeles, owned by a wealthy California couple. Under Manson's direction, the family members tortured, stabbed the couple to death before writing "death to pigs" on the wall in the house using victims' blood. Damn, is she getting out? If they ain't letting out Larry Hoover and all the political prisoners, I don't know, they ain't tortured nobody, you know, and all that. But you already know what that's about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the color of your skin. Shit fucked up. They gonna let that lady out, torturing 4 people, writing shit on the wall with their people blood. Man. That's the fucked up world we live in, though. All right, let's get on to something else, man. This is some other news. You know, the Queen of Soul, man. RP to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. All right, sweet justice, major decision in the Aretha Franklin will case. All right, let's see what's going on with that.
An unusual case. An Oakland County jury did decide. The question for them is basically which of 2 handwritten documents serves as the will. Now, we want to be real technical about it. One document was found in a cabinet dated 2010. Another one was stuffed in a couch dated 2014. And really, the only issue for the jury was whether or not the 2014 will was what they call a holographic will. That's a fancy legal word for meaning, is the will in Aretha Franklin's own handwriting? Is it dated and signed by Aretha Franklin? Well, the jury only took them about an hour, and they decided, yeah, that 2014 will controls. What do they control? Well, the big things would be a house, and really who controls the estate going further. Yeah, we're not done. As it turned out, there are 4 brothers. One of them has already been taken care of because he has some special needs. But it seemed to boil down to 2 brothers against 1, Cal and Ted Ed against Ted White. I got a chance to talk to the winning brother, Cal Franklin, as he left the courtroom. Take a look.
We won. Sweet justice. Sweet justice. For my mom.
A very happy 53-year-old Cal Franklin, the youngest of Aretha Franklin's 4 sons, after an Oakland County jury had to decipher handwritten, messy documents that served as wills for Aretha Franklin. She was a great singer, but handwriting...
Well, it was her. It was all her. So if that's the way it is, that's the way it is.
It only took the jury about an hour to decide that the 2014 handwritten will, found stuffed in a couch, was Aretha Franklin's true will, and not the 2010 handwritten will found in a cabinet. Where do we go from here now?
Well, first and foremost, we just want to exhale because it's been a long 5 years.
Fighting with your other brothers?
No.
Then why do we have a trial?
Well, my brother, he wanted everything to be split up evenly, which is what I wanted as well before I understood that there was a will, a 2014 will. And once I understood that, then I just wanted my mom's last wishes to be here too. That's it.
Did you talk to your brother after the verdict?
I didn't get a chance to, no.
What would you say to him, right? He's listening.
Teddy, I love you. Always loved you. Always will love you. That's what it is.
Well, that is what it is. It's good to see at least, hopefully the 4 brothers can get together and put this aside. Otherwise, you know who's going to be the big winner. It's going to be the lawyers. But we're not quite done. All right, so the jury ruled that the 2014 will controls. However, whatever is conflicting between 2010 and 2014, 2014 wins. But that doesn't mean that it's an end. Amazingly, all the parties are going to be back in court on Monday for a pretrial to go further to decide exactly what is conflicting between the 2 wills and what this verdict actually means. The big thing, though, would be the house in Bloomfield Hills. It does go to Kelf, and then the grandkids, and then then who controls the personal representative, the person that actually controls the assets. It's no question about it. No dispute of all of Aretha Franklin's music royalties. Those will be split 4 ways, which really forms the bulk of the estate. Unusual case, not done yet. I'll send it back to you. I'm live in front of the Oakland County Probate Court today. Roop.
Yeah, Charlie, give us an idea about the value of the estate. Do we have an idea of how much that's worth? And
Damn. Well, shit. Hopefully, man, they still stick together as a family, man, and just don't tear them apart. You know what I mean? A lot of times, especially with people with money, you know, when death come, you know, all the families start fighting with each other, splits the family apart, man. Ain't good. Ain't really good, man. But yeah, let's check out the news, man. We reacting to the news. This is off of Fox 2.
And then what happens next?
So it's probably worth about 80. Again, we don't really know. One of the things that the judge is going to have to do is determine the inventory. How much is actually coming in? And it's not just lawyers for the four brothers. There's lawyers that have been appointed by the court to divvy up the assets. Before we even got to today, the IRS had to be paid. Some bills had to be paid. There were a couple of other little loose ends that had to be paid. So I think that those are pretty much done for the most part. Now it's just a matter of getting an accounting. But we certainly put this estate into the upper millions of dollars. And the house that it looks like Kelf is going to get was worth about a little better than $1 million before. Now it's probably worth probably a lot more now. But again, all parties will be back in court on Monday, and we're not quite done. But this was a big progress was made today.
Yeah, we'll be watching carefully what happens on Monday. Charlie Langton for us live. Thank you.
All right, man. RP to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. You know, as her grandchildren and her kids and all that, you know, fight over her estate. Well, it's over now, but, you know, I'm quite sure them pills coming in, man. Like they just said, man, they trying to figure out every little thing. I want the couch. I want the light. I want her jury, you know. All right, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. This is Made Media Live. I'm your host, Big D. We got some political news, man. With one of our activists, you know what I'm saying? One of his books actually helped me get through prison. You know, I was following some of them steps, you know, to help me prepare once I got out of prison, man. It's one of the Hill Harper books, man. Shout out to Hill Harper. Let's check out this news clip, man. Hill Harper launches Senate run in Detroit, man. So, you know, make sure y'all support if y'all can, especially people's out there in Detroit, man. Vote for Hill Harper. Let's check this news clip out.
With Debbie Stabenow deciding not to run for re-election, there is no shortage of candidates right now lining up to run for her U.S. Senate seat in 2024. Some have run for office before. One who hasn't is Hill Harper, best known for his acting career. Harper held his first campaign event today in Detroit, and our Pamela Osborne was there.
And it's going to be tough for us.
A day after actor and activist Hill Harper announced his run for Senate, he rallied with Detroiters like Melody Harvey at Cadillac Square.
But it's so exciting to know that he chose Michigan and he wants to make the difference for us here.
Harper says his campaign is grassroots, powered by the people he hopes to serve.
We've been all over the state, and what we're learning is we're hearing the same thing, whether you're a farmer in the upper part of the state or whether you're a single mom at the corner of Mack and Drexel, folks feel like their cost of living is way too high.
His message today, a deeper dive into the thoughts and ideas he expressed in his campaign announcement video, which read like a letter to his son. It all resonates for Jerome Barney.
I've been a Republican, I've been an independent, and now I'm a Democrat. I'm a Hill Harper Democrat.
He vowed to fight for freedom for all.
It's important because Phil Hart fought for civil rights. Phil Hart fought for unions and labor and living wage. Phil Hart fought against racism. And it would be a shame if Michigan does not send a senator to Washington who will most likely sit in that Phil Hart building that doesn't represent the values of Phil Hart.
So that's our Pamela Osborne reporting. This makes 9 candidates for Michigan's 2024 Senate race. They are, we'll go in alphabetical order here, a businessman, Nasser Beydoun, attorney Zach Burns, Hill Harper, of course, business person Michael Hoover, former state rep Leslie Love, State Board of Education President Pamela Pugh, State Board of Ed member Nikki Snyder, Alyssa Slotkin, currently in the U.S.
Hoover looked like a fake Obama, you know what I'm saying? And Taylor looked like a fake Rihanna. All right, jokes.
House, and attorney Alexandria Taylor. Last Republican to serve as senator from Michigan, you have to go back to Spencer Abraham, who lost his seat to Stabenow back in 2000.
All right, man. Make sure y'all vote for Hill Harper, man, out there in Michigan, man. Michigan. Shout out to Hill Harper, man. That's a good move. You know what I mean? I believe he really is for the people. You know, make sure y'all check his books out also, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. This made me alive. I'm your host, Big D. It's pre-recorded, but as you see, man, I'm in the comments with y'all, man. So make sure y'all go crazy in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button. I can't stress that enough, man. Hit the like. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Share this. Subscribe to my page, both pages. Subscribe to all of my moderator pages, man. All my moderators y'all see up in my comment section. The ones with the wrenches, man. Make sure you subscribe to their pages because, you know, the majority of them is also bloggers, man. We a team, man. We are Mod fam, you know what I'm saying? The Mod family, man. Shout out Trenches News. Shout out C Hood. Shout out SNTV, you know what I'm saying? Man, who else, man? Shout out everybody doing their thing. NC, man. NC page going up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out AK Jr., you know, Chris Parlow, you know, shout out my Bay Area partner, man, Ray Duke, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you run this music page up also, man, and make sure y'all stream, make sure y'all download the Trenches News, man, Global Connection. You know, I'm on that motherfucker too, man. That motherfucker going crazy. Make sure y'all stream and download that Trenches News, Global Connection. Let's get on to something else. Let's see. I might have to save some of this stuff for the next live, yeah, because it's gonna be too long. All right. So yeah, man, this is off of the Reddit. This is off of NY State of Mind page. You know what I'm saying? You got all the New York drill news and New York rappers and all that shit. All right. This was a post, man. I was looking at this. It said, shout out to this guy. All right. This guy turned his girlfriend into a superstar and still producing all her music, man. So, you know, that looked like Ice Spice right there, man. That's her producer. You know, they're a couple. You know, he getting that check. He making her run in that bag, man. You know, salute to you for that, man. Let me see what the comments talking about. Congrats. Happy for you. Nice. Just laughing. This low. Somebody said this low key giving Nicki and Safari vibes from back in the day, minus the Safari corny shit. Funny, I ain't gonna read too many of the comments, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Ice Spice and the producer, man. Keep getting that money. You know what I mean? Keep getting that money. That New York drill. Spin, kick, drop, Street Fighter shit. Man, but you know, like I said, man, I fuck with 504, man. I fuck with the Wolves, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the Twirlers too, man. I fuck with 22Gs, you know. Shout out to the whole New York, man. Keep doing your thing. All right, so yeah, man, I'm gonna save the rest of this for my next live, you know what I mean? This is a short live, you know, but straight to the point, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Like I said, make sure y'all subscribe to all of my moderators that's up in the chat. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit that motherfucking like button, nigga. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that like, share this, subscribe, man. This made me alive. I'm Big D. I'm out this thing.